Howdy, friend. Sam Houston here, hoping you're living in high cotton. And if you're lucky enough to be in Texas, I know you're most of the way there. Now enjoy your daily dose of Texas history and Texas pride.
Howdy, friend. Welcome back to the Feed Bandit Podcast and your Texas History Roundup for January 21st. In 1836, General Sam Houston arrived at Refugio to meet and inspect the volunteer forces. However, neither Colonel James W. Fannin nor Colonel William Ward were there, and Houston found that Fannin had left with Ward's battalion. Francis Johnson had arrived from San Felipe the night before, bearing his and Fannin's authorization from the General Council for the expedition to Matamoros, and relieving Houston of command of all volunteers. Since there was no army, the commander-in-chief, Houston, had essentially no troops under his control. Angered over the situation, Houston, George W. Hockley, and two other officers left for San Felipe that evening. In 1858, the Indianola Railroad Company was chartered to build 15 miles from the port of Indianola to join with the San Antonio and Mexican Gulf Railroad. The charter was renewed after the War of Northern Aggression, or War for Southern Independence, in 1866, and damage from the conflict was repaired. However, the catastrophic 1875 and 1886 hurricanes severely damaged the Indianola spur and destroyed Indianola itself, resulting in the spur being abandoned in 1887. In 1877, the Mason County Courthouse burned, destroying many records, including, suspiciously, all those related to the Mason County or the Hoodoo War. In 1932, early in the afternoon, a dust cloud appeared on Amarillo's western horizon, soon turning into a 10,000-foot black wall with winds up to 60 miles an hour. This was the first disastrous storm of the Dust Bowl era to strike Texas. The era extended roughly from 1930 to the early 1940s, with 1935 being the worst. In Amarillo during 1935, these storms lasted a total of 908 hours, or the equivalent of 38 days, and one storm caused a blackout that lasted 11 hours. And finally, in 2010, baseball catcher-manager Bobby Bragan died in Fort Worth. After playing in the majors for 8 years, Bragan was catcher-manager for the Fort Worth Cats for 4 years, during which the Double-A Cats won 2 Texas League pennants. He later served as president of the Texas League, and in 2005, at age 87, he became the oldest manager in baseball history when he suited up for the Fort Worth Cats. Bragan is a member of the Texas Sports Hall of Fame. All right, that, my friend, was your Texas History Roundup for January 21st. Thanks so much for listening. We'll catch you back here tomorrow on the next one. All right, you take care.
Well, there you have it. If you like our podcast, check us out at feedbandit.com. There you'll find awesome Texas First outdoors gear and apparel. Your purchase helps support the Bandits and keeps this podcast on the air, fighting for you and for Texas. Remember, preserve the tradition, protect the legacy. Until next time.